Greg Gutfeld, Biden believes kids can somehow consent to trans surgeries. Good Tuesday, everybody. I pray you missed me because I missed you. That was a lengthy 4-day weekend, and I mean long. Anyway. So if there's anybody who knows anything about parenting children, well, you know, it's Joe Biden. Image of Hunter Biden. Gaze at that. Now there's someone who needs a puberty blocker, in his 50s. Now, what you're about to see is the president talking about kids on a show called The Daily Show. Not sure if you heard of it. It's kind of a lot like this show, which we also do every day, except the distinction is we have viewers. The topic? Oh, you're going to adore it. Transgender toddlers. Why does he always sound like he's combining NyQuil with Xanax? I have no way of knowing. Either that, or you fell out of a cradle when you were a baby. But anyway, if there's any president in history that fits on the Comedy Channel, it's this one. Describe a changeover. He quickly transitioned from English to gibberish after being chosen. Naturally, Biden is referring to a recent Florida law that would prohibit providing care for transgender children that is gender-affirming. For anyone under the age of 18, this implies no puberty inhibitors, transgender hormones, or surgical procedures. Yes, that's awful, isn't it? Therefore, what's occurring in Florida is almost sinful because, in Biden's hazy mind, it's wrong to refrain from permanently disfiguring a confused child. Well, unless they're in the fetus, of course. He truly wants to make it illegal to obstruct a surgeon from castrating a young boy because green-haired teachers with more piercings than a bait and tackle shop have persuaded him that the child is a girl. However, you would want him put in prison if he drove around your neighborhood chopping up young children in an old van. But now Biden appears to want to give them a parade. In Joe's view, kids who are too young to cross the road alone can somehow consent to surgery. Joe, however, probably just has more females' hair to sniff. But in regards to one issue, he is correct. Many Americans are appalled by what is being done to those children because they are human beings. How does the Democratic Party convey a successful message in 2024? Even for the Vikings in 700 AD, it's a losing statement. It is illiterate and naive. Similar to when a monkey attempts to do accounting. Furthermore, Biden is not finished. Billy is still condemned even if we allow them to transform him into Millie. Mother Nature did after all let her anger be seen over the previous 2 years. Not exaggeration. The entire generation will suffer. You old coot, that precisely fits the meaning of hyperbole. Amazingly cute. He's cute when he's not in charge. Frightening as heck, when he is in charge. What a message of optimism, too, I suppose. Since Bernie Sanders received the heating bill for his second and third homes, I haven't witnessed an elderly guy this enraged about the weather. Thankfully, Biden has an answer for our electricity problems. He was probably in Massachusetts, I imagine. Yeah. Windmills. Joe is the authority on wind generation. Ask his day caregiver, please. Yeah. Just push Biden's scooter towards some wind turbines, add a pound of lentils to a smoothie, and let him loose. Now that there is so little of Biden's intellect left, you might be wondering how he manages to keep it so sharp. He's probably just trying to remain focused. Joe Biden in video, my goal is to maintain my concentration. That came from the Government Department of Redundancy Department, otherwise known as Kamala. But he needs to maintain that crucial mental concentration because, let's face it, during this time, he inherited what I believe to be a massive mess on the political and economic fronts. I have no idea what he said. That doesn't include the one he made this morning on the floor. Yes, he got both his hairline and these issues from his parents. Additionally, he reiterated his massive lie that he had created 12 million employment when, in reality, he had only created 2 to protect Hunter's global directory of whores who enjoy crack. Do I need to say hookers? Yeah. Hookers would be acceptable to you. Then there is the homosexual marriage deception. He must be able to pinpoint the precise location of his revelation. These two guys, who were both dressed elegantly in suits, were Corn Pop and Babe Ruth. This never took place. We can confidently state that never occurred. That reminded him of them from a banquet he saw last week. Naturally, he omitted the fact that for the first 50 years of his tenure, he was against gay marriage. He claimed that gays in the military and the government presented security risks to the nation 10 years after that epiphany. He also supported the Defense of Marriage Act in the 1990s. I suppose he was simply anti-gay for money. Obviously, someone understood that. These dapper guys over here. In the Obama administration, Kal Penn served as the Assistant Director of the White House Office of Public Engagement and Intergovernmental Affairs, which is a fancy way of saying, who the heck is this again? Of course, The Daily Show was able to land this fascinating interview. Those that have been there, done that. Though Biden was on The Daily Show, a doddering old fool who can't get the job done on a program that no one watches, it makes sense that Al Gore was unavailable. Joseph, any further comments?